We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Off we go from South Florida. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He rips off a big one to start. 19 yards.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Motioning Tunyon, the tight end. Now Dowdle. Whoa. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down. In some rhythm, the drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Flush to his right. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Rodgers. Fought for and caught for the 1st down. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
First down for Aaron. That is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Steelers.
Just a great drive to start this game. You really can't draw it up any better. Coaches spend so much time on their opening script, and you want to see a little bit of everything. Different formations, you want to run, you want to pass, and more importantly, when you get down close, you want to finish. So, really good sign of things to come.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achan. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Back at the 37-yard line.
We are through one. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Achan. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Achan. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Willis to throw. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run out of the gun with Achan. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down. At the
Clock ticking down,
line.
and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Miami after this. It is 2nd and 6. Throwing is Willis. Looking middle, and he's got Dulcich. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Willis. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's Achan. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Pistol snap to Willis. No chance at all. He'll go down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
Throwing Willis. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. 2nd and long coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll have it 1st and 10. Rodgers now. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. And that is no good again. It'll be his 2nd missed extra point of this afternoon. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Jalen Wright now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Let's go now. Let's go. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard
Willis now to throw. Left side. Caught by Dawson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Mike.
Willis now to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him getaway. He's well short of the first down marker. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Rodgers on first down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Trying to push his way to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Stopped by the defense. That's a loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Willis finds his tight end, Dulcich. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. It's second down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Nope, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Rodgers going up top again. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Here we go. 1918.
A run, and it's Achan. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First down, 10 yards to go.
Gain of 31 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Achan. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Willis. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Achan. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Achan. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Willis. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw, here's Willis. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
Willis to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
A loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. Throwing Willis. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. In motion comes Pittman. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Loose inside the 30. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And that one not going to work out as the hands team is there to recover. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Willis. That one is caught. That's COdxMadden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. Go!
Throwing, Willis. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Willis now to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Steelers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter